before my PhD, I was working as a dietitian. I was within the national health system, and I was living in a completely different city. I was living in Cambridge. So in order to pursue the PhD, I had to move in Reading. But I think that I'm very grateful that I did my PhD within DTP, but also in the University of Reading. I think the setup, like having so many PhD students and having a shared office where we all work together, feels very reassuring. It creates a nice network, and the social part of it is really nice because I think it's very important, especially for me, moving out from a very specific to-do list job to a more flexible environment of a PhD. In the beginning, you can feel really lost, and it can be, am I doing the right thing, or all these things together. So having this support circle of people and being able to just ask a question and talk to someone else who has kind of a similar experience with you is really, really important. And University of Reading offers that. Reading is a really nice town as well. So again, I think it was definitely a not very easy decision, but in all of the parts that consisted, I feel very glad that I actually make this decision. So within my DTP PhD, I have the opportunity to do a 3 months placement, and that's also quite flexible because we can choose together with our supervisors which placement we're aiming to, and we can split these 3 months in between different companies, industry, universities, depending on what we feel that is helpful for us. So for me specifically, I'm going to do different placements, which are, I think, completely different from each other, but both very beneficial, and I'm really excited about that. The one is going to be in the next month, and I'm moving in the Netherlands, in the Wageningen University, for 2 months in order to do my placement. And I think that's going to be very helpful for my own PhD and my own journey, because it's going to be an opportunity to step out of my project for a little bit and work in something else, work with a different team and in a different university. But at the same time, I'll be able to get the skills and the experience and, of course, lots of learning in order then to possibly apply that to my project. The second part of my placement, I'm thinking it's going to be in industry, and together with my supervisors, we're discussing that this is going to be a potentially ideal environment in order to give me different skills and knowledge for my next studies in my PhD. So as a DTP student, I have also a lot of opportunities to get some extra training, and that hadn't been part of our summer schools, where it's really a get-together every summer in a different university where we get training, we get to know each other, of course, and also to present our own piece of work. We can get training throughout the year, like data training, can be online, can be in person. But also, I, as a University of Reading student, I get the opportunity to also take all the provided by Reading University trainings, which can be in a very wide variety of things like presentation skills, literature reviews, anything that someone may need while they're doing a PhD and don't really know how to start working on that. So I really feel that in every year of my PhD, I'm learning a lot, I'm learning something new. And if I want to learn more about something, I have the opportunity to do it either within Reading or within the DTP. So a part of our PhD journey as a DTP student is the Tiger Teams activity, let's say, which is actually we devote 3 months at 1 day per week. And we are in teams of 5 or 6 people within the DTP community in order to work on a project that is different from our project, and it's decided by different organizations or companies that are supporting this activity. And we have to deliver either a report or a presentation all together on a specific date. doing a PhD can be really absorbing, and you can just constantly be thinking about your own project and not having the opportunity to actually think that there are things out of that. And Tiger teams, I think, at least for me, worked that way, that I have my project, but I also have for these 3 months to dedicate a day to work on something completely different with a team that I wouldn't have known before. There are my team is from different universities all around the 6 DTP universities that work together. So we all have to find this time to meet. We have to devote time to meet with our mentors within the DTP, but also with the organizations people that also check with us our progress, how we work on the project. And we also have to create something at the end. So again, it's we're getting skills of working within a team, of being able to manage a project that it is not our own project together with our PhDs. So during my PhD, I also had the opportunity to participate in the YES competition. It's that young entrepreneur scheme, which actually within a team, we had to come up with a very innovative idea to create for a startup company. And again, that was for roughly 2 or 3 months together with my PhD, a very unique opportunity. And yeah, my team and I, we won the People's Choice Award, which the prize for that was the Think on Your Feet training that was offered by Indigo Business. And it was a really amazing 2-day training. We had to take that all together, so it was really fun. And we get so many new knowledge and skills, and definitely it was something that nobody of us would have ever pursued without having won that prize from the YES competition. So within my PhD, I also have the opportunity to attend conferences and to travel around the world as well, which is very interesting and very good opportunity to get some network and to be around and see what's going on with other research projects, get new ideas, and of course have some time off the day-to-day PhD activities. So I've been, this year, for example, I've been in the Pangbone Symposium in Nantes, in France, which is the more sensory part of my project and my study. And as my background is in nutrition and dietetics, I never really had the opportunity to work that much into sensory, and of course never had attended a sensory conference. So it was a whole new experience. It was a very, very interesting 4 or 5 day conference with a very nice and interesting research going on. And of course I had the opportunity to present part of my first study of my PhD project as a poster. And I also, from the nutrition part of my project, I attended the FENS conference in Belgrade in Serbia, which was again a very big conference, had lots of different nutrition, around nutrition topics, and I also had the opportunity to present the results of my first study again as a poster presentation. I get the chance to present my work and get feedback from a variety of scientists, people that are in the conference and have never come through my research before. I also get the opportunity to network and again be able to see what research is going on around nutrition or sensory. So my project is supervised by 4 supervisors. 2 are from University of Reading, which is my home university, and 2 are from another DTP university, which is the Queen's University in Belfast. And I think, I know that having 4 supervisors can sound very overwhelming, but for me it works really, really well because it is a very supportive environment and everyone brings their own knowledge and experience. So a project, and especially like mine, which is quite diverse and it has a lot of different aspects within it, I feel more confident to be able to explore more parts and get feedback in them from my supervisors depending on their area of specialty. Being in Reading University is a very supportive environment also from a facilities point of view. So, for example, for my PhD, I ran some human studies. So I was able to use the clinical rooms, at the same time the sensory booths for the meals provided. But at the same time, I've used the labs for all my analysis with all the biological samples that I'm taking.